up, guys? Back with another video.
On our way to concept, comp class, push night, get extra work in. Last night was a good class, yeah?
Yeah.
Had one of our old bros, Mason, come out, show his decaf stuff. I think a lot of people kind of liked it, yeah? Yeah. He gave you a mean shout out though.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's funny when he said, "Yep, I remember because nobody ever did that to me before." That was cool. Those of you following, uploading the video now so you can check it out, rewatch it in case you saw something or you did something last night that you want to touch upon or you never get out of details. Video should be up there already by the time I release this video, so you can see that. So one of our early guys that we used to coach, he kind of travels around a lot. Kai, he got a no-gi match next Saturday at Brave Kickboxing. I coached him the last event, but it came into a draw. His opponent they just kind of at a standstill. If it was a points match, he probably would have won. He had like 3 takedowns, but his opponent was tough. Yeah, defended out his attack, so we'll see next Saturday. Got a small conflict though, cause Emmy has her hula performance Saturday afternoon too. So I'm hoping that Kai's match can come up early, so we can go after that. But we'll see how it plays out. I guess one of the things that, one of the things that we're talking about, or at least I was talking about, is, how do you measure people's progress? Your students, your teammates, when you roll with them or whatever, right? And just like I said in the past, right? Because you can't really, it's hard for you to measure your own progress. You need feedback from your partners, your coaches, and that. So I know for me, usually I like to start off, I usually like to roll with the beginners, right? So I set a baseline with people, especially at UFC. We got a fresh flow of newcomers, right? So start off, of course they don't know anything, so just kind of mess around with them. But then as time goes by, the simple stuff that I used to do, they're catching on, right? So I kind of measure their progress that way, right? You can see that they're getting better, slowly getting better and improving, yeah. So I don't know, you got any feel for that, Karen?
When people stop doing certain reactions that weren't helping them before, and you notice that they're having success in different positions.
That's a good point, yeah. I mean, when you first start off, natural reaction is to use a lot of strength, right? Grabbing and holding, and unnecessarily, right? Grips are a key component of a good jiu-jitsu game, but understanding when to grab.
Not even that, like base, reaction,
yeah.
When you're vulnerable, that's one part of it.
Yeah. That's another thing I do when people are brand new. I always try to just do a simple scissor sweep on them. And if I can keep hitting it, I know they don't understand the base concept yet. Yeah, they're not aware of it. But once you get past that, okay, next step, right? So if people are new at UFC, I always start on my back and let them attack, right? After a while, after they can kind of get around and secure, then I'll push it a little bit. Then I'll try to get on top of them, see how they react, right? Jiu-jitsu, there's 2 sides to it, right? You can't expect to always be dominant. You got to be ready to play bottom, yeah. Even for kids, I think kids kind of similar. We don't roll with them as much, but we observe how they attack their rolls, how they handle their techniques, right? How they carry themselves.
Basically how they move.
What's that?
How they move.
How they move, yeah. we often have a little challenge at the end of each game, at the end of the class, right? We call it the takedown challenge. So kind of like King of the Hill, right? Whoever wins keeps staying in, right? Sometimes it's a little imbalanced because, you know, we got kids that are like 165 pounds and we got kids that are like 60 pounds. But I think it's a good thing for the kids to kind of go through. You can kind of see their mindset and how they deal with that, right?
How do you gauge your own progress?
Oof, that's a good one. I think I usually try to measure it against someone that I row with frequently. You know, I can't always tell how hard people are going. I got a lot of people that know I'm older and smaller, so they don't go super hard, but they usually use consistent level of strength or aggressiveness against me. So when I'm a little more successful, then if I can feel like I made a little progress, yeah. It's kind of how I measure it, right? It's not the best way. It's kind of hard too because, I mean, because especially at UFC, I mean, it's, you know, we're going against a lot of lower belts there, so just because you hit something doesn't mean that you're really doing well. So measuring stick is definitely Trickster's open mat, yeah, how I do over there. But similar, I know a lot of people, so they don't go super hard against me. What about you?
Well, the gains is so not small, but the attention to detail. So just maybe winning out one little detail that I've been missing. Like maybe get a hook in early and I'm taking the back or something. Something slick, you know, feels good. Makes you have a good strong position. Try to work those little details, how to tighten up, you know, your techniques or your positions that you play, or trying to figure out ways to connect it to something else. Just diversify, grow your game.
That's a good point about, especially as we're starting to try to, as you help me drill more techniques, right? When I can, I mean, obviously I'm going to hit it in when we're drilling because you're letting me get it, but when I can hit it when we're rolling, especially at, you know, at Concept or Trickster, then I know that that technique is pretty good, right?
I think I remember, I thought Maya said that, like when you can get the details quick, you'll win out the technique. You know, get to all the details. You know. Importance of drilling. Check out our drilling video.
Yeah, it's some people, like, it's kind of interesting because I've seen videos where people say drilling is a waste of time. I don't like drilling, but I don't know. I'm not of that mindset, right? I understand the importance of it, and I think it can be very helpful. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go to school, right? Like, you go to learn, but you don't just go to the class and expect to be like an expert at it. You got to put in time. You got to study, right? You know, you have study sessions with your friends. You know, you research stuff online. It's very similar, yeah. So what you get, what you put into it is what you get out of it, yeah.
You gotta be able to do it on the air, on the person, live in training, and taking coaches' input.
Yeah. Taking coaches' input, that's big. That's so big, right? And having that, we talked about having that mentor that you trust, you know, that you'll take what he says and you'll implement it and use it in your game. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Till next time, gang. Take it easy. Oh.